2, 1. My name is Greg Carlson. I'm a general contractor. I build homes. And in my spare time, for fun, I like to run. I actually started running like 2008. So I've run marathons. I'm an Ironman. I've run like 100 milers. So I've done just about everything. I almost get funny. Like if I don't run a couple of days, it's like, oh, I need to go get a few miles in. So yeah, it's become one of those things that I really enjoy. So it's something I've been looking for probably for a couple of years. In a way, I've never been big on construction, or it was never something that I wanted to do. I just kind of fell into. It was kind of a family deal. It was what I had family do before, and was just something I always just kind of did since I was in my 20s. And it was just, I just have kind of reached a point in the last couple of years. I've looked for other things. Is there a different way to make money? And so I looked at other things, and this just kind of came about. But I guess as far as my age is concerned, I mean, I'm not old, but at the same time, I'm getting to a point where it's like time is faster than me. I don't want to spend my life doing construction, I guess. You know, I mean, kids get old and things like that, and life just changes. So I guess that was kind of the biggest thing, was just looking for something to kind of free up time. And I think people always misconstrue like hard work with a job. Like, it's not that I have a problem working hard, it just sometimes it feels misguided, if that makes any sense. I've always been, like I said, either kind of worked for family or I've been self-employed. Like I've been self-employed for 20 years. And so I think in a way you manipulate success. It's like, oh, someone didn't show up, that's why we didn't get the job done. There's always a way to kind of like not be accountable, if that makes any sense. And so somewhat success seems simulated or not real. And something with trading rather is that doesn't exist. You have to, in a way, kind of be accountable, or so it seems, or it won't happen. That's probably been one of the biggest challenges for me. I took the mastermind in September, so I'm coming up on 6 months. And it's this realization of like accountability, of just like, oh, I thought I was a winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I not, maybe this isn't for me. It's been tough. And like I said, and as far as physical, like with running and that, like I've done hard things. This is probably the hardest challenge that I've probably personally experienced in my life. An interesting 5.5, 6 months. So I found kind of like the 10,000 hour type rule, that it's just like, the more I do this, the more I'll know. And so I think that's something that I've learned from day trading. It's been hard. I've made every mistake that could be made. And then I've had just random things happen that weren't my mistake, but weren't good, if that makes any sense. I bought calls when I thought I was buying puts. I've done everything. I've overtraded. I've revenge traded. I've done everything. But at the same time, I constantly, like I talked before about this idea of accountability, where it's like, oh, it's Jeremy's fault. Like, dude, I'm somewhere between gratitude and like resentment for you on a regular basis, you know? And then as I get through the day and you get further in, you realize, oh, this was my fault. I need to study more. I didn't see the volume. Like I've gone back and go, oh, maybe that wasn't a great entry. It really wasn't that far extended, maybe that it should have been. And so it's like, there's not anybody to blame. And so that accountability just falls back on, am I putting more time in? Am I watching enough videos? Do I understand? You know what I'm saying? Have I read? Have I been in the workbook? Have I done these things? Have I journaled? How well have I journaled? Have I been detailed in my journaling? And I just find like it goes back to the idea of the accountability, that's like, this isn't Jeremy's fault. And so that's been one thing that's been highlighted for me. So I go through this a lot, where it's like, I didn't think I was a jealous person, but it's like, I can't look at the Profits channel. Even if you have a green day and you'll get on and somebody has a green day and was like, well, I had 8% and they had 12. Like I said, the psychology end of this has challenged me probably more than anything. So that's an interesting thing, because like I said, I think this is a good thing and I like it. In a weird way, I've felt like I'm at a point where it's like, I'm probably as discouraged as I've ever been in the process. Having said that, I almost feel like I'm in this weird spot where it's about to break too, if that makes any sense. I think day trading I don't know that it's for everybody. There's a part of me that thinks it's kind of a subset group of people. And I think that's one of the things that you find with Uncommon is that, like, maybe byproduct of the group, of who it attracts, the cost to get in, all that kind of stuff. It's a certain group of people on a journey, I guess. So I don't follow a lot of the people, like Danny said. I've tried not to, like, taint the process, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want other people's information until I understand this process. But if I was going to have somebody in the handful of people that are interested, I've got a few people that are good for it. I got a brother that I would recommend it to, and he's even going, let me know how it goes. Not Uncommon, but just trading in general. I'm not sure that I would refer that to everybody, because I don't think it's for everybody.